Hey everyone, I'm Robert. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to pull back the curtain completely on how our products get made. We're all about something we call radical transparency, and I want to show you exactly what that looks like. We'll walk through it using 4 key ideas: our experience, our expertise, our authority, and most importantly, our trustworthiness. Let's dive in.
You know, we've all had that moment, right? You're looking at a label and you just wonder, where did this actually come from? Who made it? In a world of super complicated, tangled supply chains, we believe the answer should be simple. You have a right to know the full story. It's really as basic as that.
So, how do we make that transparency a real thing? Well, it starts with focus. We only offer 6 core products. And you might be wondering, why only 6? It's because that focus lets us go incredibly deep on every single item. The sourcing, the materials, the entire journey. It's all about quality over quantity, always.
And look, we don't expect you to just take our word for it. That's not how trust works. We have 5 major third-party certifications to back up every single claim we make. Think of them as independent investigators who've gone through our entire process with a fine-tooth comb, from the cotton field right to the final stitch.
So, what does all of that add up to? It means our supply chain is basically an open book. We can trace every single thread, from the farm where it was grown, all the way to your front door. No secrets, no smoke and mirrors, just the facts.
We also believe that making a conscious choice shouldn't hit you in the wallet. That's why we offer free shipping. We just want to make it as easy and accessible as possible for you to shop in a way that aligns with your values and makes a positive impact.
Okay, so here's our roadmap. We'll start with our commitment, then we'll dive into the expertise packed into every fiber. After that, I'll show you the authorities that verify our work. Then we'll talk about what this all builds toward, earning your trust. And finally, how this empowers you to shop your values.
So let's start with the big one, our commitment. For us, transparency isn't just a trendy marketing term. It is the bedrock of our entire company. We started this whole thing because we genuinely believe there has to be a better, more honest, and open way to make and sell clothes.
So what does that look like in the real world? It means we do things differently. We've partnered with Printful to create every single item on demand. Think about that. There are no giant warehouses full of clothes that might never get sold and end up in a landfill. It's a simple, intentional, and sustainable process where each piece is made especially for you.
All right, next up, expertise. And when we talk about expertise, it's so much more than just knowing how to sew a t-shirt. It's about deeply understanding the entire life story of that shirt, from a tiny cotton seed in the ground to the final product. It's knowing all the little details that truly make a difference.
And we're not figuring this out as we go. Our partners, get this, they've produced and shipped over 122 million items. That number is just staggering. That kind of volume means we have a shared experience that is just massive. We've refined our processes, perfected our quality, and learned how to do this at scale without ever compromising our values.
And this is where that expertise really shines. We know the story behind every product, and we're not afraid to tell you the whole story. So let's just compare 2 of our items. Our organic tea is 100% organic, GOTS certified, PETA approved vegan, but, full disclosure, it has 0 recycled materials. On the other hand, our recycled sweatshirt is amazing for reducing waste, but, and this is important, it releases plastic microfibers when washed. These are the details that matter, and we want you to have all the info to make the best choice for you.
Okay, so that brings us to authority. This isn't about us telling you we're great, it's about showing you the proof from others. We've brought in some of the most respected independent organizations on the planet to verify our claims, so you never ever have to just take our word for it.
First up is GOTS, the Global Organic Textile Standard. Honestly, this is the gold standard for organic fibers. When you see this label, you know that the entire journey, from the farm to the factory to the final garment, has met the absolute highest environmental and social benchmarks.
Next is OCS, the Organic Content Standard. I like to think of this one as the material fact checker. Its whole job is to track and verify the exact percentage of organic material in a product throughout the entire supply chain, so you know you're getting precisely what you paid for.
For our recycled products, we lean on GRS, the Global Recycled Standard. This one is huge because it does 2 critical things. 1, it verifies that the content is actually recycled, and 2, it ensures that the social, environmental, and chemical practices used in production are all up to snuff.
And finally, we are incredibly proud to be PETA approved vegan.
This one's a simple but very powerful promise we make to you. No animal-derived materials. No animal testing. Absolutely zero cruelty. Ever. End of story.
So, we've walked through our experience, our deep expertise, and the authorities who back us up. But all of that, it's all just building blocks for the most important piece of the puzzle. The real goal here is to earn your trust, and that takes more than certifications. It takes radical honesty.
Now, this is the point in the presentation where most companies would probably just stop, right? Show you the good stuff and call it a day. But we're not most companies. We believe true transparency means you have to talk about the challenges too, because no product is perfect, and you, our customer, deserve to know the whole story.
So here's the deal. Remember that recycled sweatshirt? It's fantastic for the planet in so many ways, but it is not perfect. It sheds tiny plastic microfibers when you wash it. We could have buried that info in the fine print, but that's not who we are. Trust is built on telling the truth, especially when it's uncomfortable. We want you to have all the facts, the good and the not so good, so you can make an informed choice that's right for you.
And really, that's what this all comes down to. This isn't just about us selling you a sweatshirt. It's about empowering you. It's about giving you the power to make a choice that you can feel genuinely good about, a choice that truly reflects your own values.
So this is our promise to you. Full supply chain traceability, independently verified certifications, sustainable on-demand production, and radical honesty always. That is what you can expect from us every single time. No exceptions.
So when you choose to buy from us, you're not just getting a great piece of clothing. You're becoming part of a movement. You're casting a vote for sustainable practices and ethical production. You're supporting a better way of doing things. Your choice really does have power.
We've told you our story. We've laid it all out on the table for you. And so I'll leave you with just one question to think about. What's the story of the other clothes hanging in your closet? Thanks for taking the time to listen today.